some may say I have a little bit of a problem because I'm kind of addicted to growing, collecting all varieties of seeds because you know what, I'm a gardener and I'm going to find space for it. So I have got a treat of a video for you. We're going to be looking at a Baker's Creek haul, but also there's a new kid on the block which I really had to feature. She Grows Veg. I mean, look at that stunning that is a chicory. Can you believe it? It's not even a rose. So I'm going to be sharing with you some of the most stunning seeds I have laid eyes on, and I know you're as excited as I am. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, because this is the smaller pile, I know it's still quite big, but this is the smaller pile, so we're going to be starting with She Grows Veg. I actually came across Lucy, one of the co-owners of this company on Gardener's World, and when I saw her greenhouse, I was like, damn. And I'm really excited that this is the first year, I think, that she's actually set up to distribute seeds. And I just want to start with this beauty. This is a chicory called the Rose of Venice. It is stunning. It gives quite a large chicory and it's great served caramelized in your salads, added to a risotto. And I just cannot wait to have rows of this in my garden. Guys, look at the spinach. Absolutely gorgeous. Red Auric is the name of it. And it grows up to 6 foot tall. Are you mad? I cannot wait to see this in my garden. I need to position that correctly because I was not expecting that the spinach would grow that tall. Also, she has this lovely melon. It's an individual melon called Rich Sweetness. I saw it on her Instagram and it looked almost like a larger kiwi. And I thought, you know what? Gotta get that. Pak Choi Vivid, which has got like a pink purple stem. I love me some good pak choi. So guys, hyacinth bean. If you didn't know, this is the most stunning, lush, prolific, thick growth that you could probably have over a rose arch if you are the kind of person that loves walking under a densely filled arch. This is for you. When I say this looks stunning, it produces the most beautiful purple flowers and then an edible pod as well. So it's an ornamental that's edible and it's lovely in curries. So I'm really excited about that. Have you ever seen a more beautiful bean? This is the runner bean called Sunset, and true to the name, you have seeds that are from pinks all the way down to purple. Absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait. Speaking of beans, look at this. This is Fire Tongue French bean, gorgeous Bolotto variety, and you can see it's speckled with white and pink. And Red Swan, this is a dwarf bean, and I'm going to be dotting these around the garden wherever I have spaces, but I'm also going to have distinct rows. So this is a wonderful plant to just fill in any gaps. And again, it's got beautiful pink flowers that produce this stringless succulent pink beans up to 15 centimeters long, and grows up to 45 centimeters in height, but does not require support. So it qualifies as a dwarf. I've also got Sicilian Violet here, a gorgeous cauliflower. One of my favorite colors, the color purple. So I'm excited to grow that. And look at this. Have you ever seen a more beautiful radish? This is a watermelon radish. Absolutely stunning. Right, this is a really clever idea, guys. I've never heard of this before. This is a storage tomato. Okay, so I know we get sick of canning and preserving when we get into the throes of the season, but this is amazing because you can basically pick a whole a cluster of these, an entire truss, and hang it in a cool, dark place, and the fruits will keep for months without perishing. And once they start to go into winter, you actually get a sun-dried tomato effect, so you can actually pick them all the way into winter from trusses that you hang. Absolutely insane idea. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. And then I've got this beautiful celery. This is called Blush. refreshing crispy bite to your salad and side dishes, and looks pretty too. I would have to agree. And I think that's the last of my haul from Sheep Grows Veg. Now we're going to move on to Baker's Creek. Right, the most stunning, I'm going to see if I can find some footage that I can insert of this, but it's a Superbissima giant rose petunia. It has deeply ruffled edges that will have you wondering if it's actually a petunia. 7 inches across these flowers get to be, and they're really sweetly scented and also cherry flavored, edible. Did you know that? Petunias are edible. Certainly this one is. Very excited about this. This is the Ericara sunflower, and it grows to be double my height. This grows up to 10 foot tall in the garden. So I've never grown such a tall sunflower. I cannot wait to have these dotted around. Okay, so I got quite a few tomatoes. This is Queen of the Night tomato. Absolutely beautiful, 80 to 90 days. So it's a mid-season variety. Purple blushed, richly flavored. And it looks like it's got brush strokes of indigo on it, which I think is absolutely stunning. And then Ananas Noir. Guys, I've seen this cut open. It literally looks like tie-dye on the inside. Absolutely beautiful. And I've tasted it. It's got a really, really lovely flavor. And the fruits tend to be 1 to 1.5 pounds and very heavy yields, which I am not mad about. Now, this was a recommendation. These couple actually were a recommendation from Roots and Refuge. Jess over there. I love that woman. She's absolutely incredible. And I take her word. Like if she says a tomato is going to be good, I am going to buy it. Okay. So Thorburns Terracotta tomato. It's from 1893. Honey brown skin, pink orange flesh. And it's got out of this world flavor, as vouched for by Jess at Roots and Refuge. So I'm going to definitely take her word for that. And then there's Dr. Weish's yellow. It's an heirloom, 1 pound tangerine orange fruit. And then I've got black. Do you know when I tried growing this last year, but we had blight, so I didn't actually get to taste it. But Black Beauty. And Sunrise Bumblebee, apparently this comes in quite early. So if you're looking for a variety that you're going to be able to harvest quite early, this is one of the earlier tomatoes that you can harvest from your garden. Luminous swirls of reds and orange, oblong fruit, sweet and fruity taste. So I'm definitely going to be sowing these. And look, check this out. If you've never heard of it, Barry's Crazy Cherry Tomato. That is a single cluster in that photo. It produces massive clusters of fruit. Brandywine, guys, you know, this is the tastiest tomato. It's reputed to have the tastiest flesh, but sometimes it can be challenging to have a large yield from this. But it's a favorite with lots of gardeners. So I'm giving it a go. It doesn't have the best disease resistance, but apparently a lot of people vouch for it having the most wonderful flavor. And then Indigo Blue Chocolate Tomato. This is again an indeterminate heirloom, sweet and juicy with black anthocyanin rich skin. It reaches up to 8 feet tall. And yeah, I'm sure it is as delicious as the name suggests. Moving on to some aubergines that I got from Baker's Creek. Guys, check that out. Mitoyo. This is a Japanese variety. Super large fruit, teardrop shaped, almost black, very tender and sweet. So I'm excited for that. And look at this, Aswad. It is like the size of that dog's head. It's bigger. Look at the size of it. It's massive. Huge, satiny, dark purple, 3 pound fruit. Shaped like a squat teardrop, sweet and tender. I'm so excited for these varieties. Gumfrina Atomic Purple. Guys, I'm going to see if I can insert clips of this. I saw this in a gardener's YouTube channel and I fell in love. I had to get it. It's absolutely stunning, and it's also very drought tolerant. So if you're generally struggling with that in your area, I think most of us are dealing with temperatures that we're not used to. This is going to be a great addition to your garden. And this is going to be my first time growing yarrow. This is Love Parade. And yarrow is just the most stunning flower and wonderful for pollinators as well. Really, really irresistible to them. So I'm really excited to grow these. And look at this carrot. Listen, this carrot looks like it's about 3 or 4 foot. Okay, so actually it says here that they're over 2 feet in length, grown in the right soil. But look at the size of it. It's like half the size of this teenager's body. She looks about teen, maybe 12. And the carrot is about half the size of her body. It's called Manpukuju carrot. It's from Japan. And then the Kyoto Red. I'm really excited about growing that. Also excited about growing this orange Hawaii marigold, 4 inches across, really striking and beautiful, super ruffled. So I'm really excited about growing this. I don't think I've ever grown marigold from seed. I tend to just pick them up in the multi-packs from like the, you know, the box stores. And then this beautiful Swan River mixed daisy. Looks really, really lovely. It's got lots of lacy foliage and drifts of white, blue and pink blooms. It can be a perennial in zones 9 to 11, but I'm in zone 8. So I'll have to reseed it. Okay, lettuce Merlot. Guys, I actually got this as a free seed and I grew it last year. And let me tell you, it was so bolt resistant. If you are struggling to grow lettuce in your area because of insane heat, I highly recommend this. And it turns a really beautiful color in the winter time. It turns more red, and in warmer weather, it's a sort of like darker kind of burgundy purple color. Zucchini rampicante, I can vouch for the flavor of this. Super sweet, nutty, really flavorsome. You know, if you normally get squashes or courgettes and you feel like the flavor is completely bland, trust me when I say that will not be the case with this. It is gorgeous. Just cooked with simple butter and garlic. It's delicious. Okay, I'm very excited to grow this. I am from West Africa and we love okra. Okay, typically not one that I see many British growers mentioning here on YouTube, but I do have a polytunnel and it is something that I love to eat. So I picked up heavy hitter okra, and it says here the most productive okra we have ever seen. This unbelievable heirloom was selected and perfected by Ron Cook in Oklahoma. Heavy crop of uniform pods, perfect for pickling and savoring all season. Sounds just perfect. Now I've grown this before as well. This is the Hidoi Tiny Pak Choi. You see there's a little boy there. He looks to be about 3 or 4 holding them, and they fit perfectly into his hand. A wonderful fast growing Pak Choi. Extra dwarf heads of this miniature bok choy, it says here. Looks like a pak choy. They're in the same family anyway. A staple in many Asian dishes, perfect bite size, and it's said to have been the first grown in a small Hong Kong village of Hak Tao. So very excited about that. And have you ever seen a more gorgeous Cosmo? Absolutely stunning. I love me some Cosmos. They just add so much to the garden. And this one is called the Xenia, and it is just a beautiful sort of candy coral color. Stock, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I already had this planted. I couldn't wait. This is the Haruno. Why am I setting myself up to try and pronounce these? But basically it is a gorgeous stock that was on the front cover of the catalogue last year, and it translates the brilliance of spring. Densely packed single spike of richly fragrant rosy blooms, and it's actually, I believe, in the Brassica family, so these are edible. Can you imagine? Purple of Sicily cauliflower. I'm very excited to see how this compares to the graffiti that I've grown in the past. I really liked graffiti, and this is like a deep, looks like it's going to be a deeper color and more speckled, so I'm curious as to how the flavor compares. But it says here brilliant Italian heirloom, purple heads, weigh 2 to 3 pounds, and a sweet flavor, cooks to bright green, so that should be interesting. And guys, this is the last of the Baker's Creek, but just look at this. Look at the size of this. Sapro giant cabbage. I think I'm gonna need an entire raised bed just for this. And apparently, even though it gets to 17 to 37 pounds, some have grown it up to 44 pounds in optimal growing conditions, and it has a natural sweetness and stays tender even when it's this big. I don't think I need to grow any other brassicas if I have that in my garden. Okay, I just need to make an honorable mention of the Wales Seed Hub. I found out about actually both the fact that She Grows Veg and that these seeds are available from watching Hugh Richards. Absolutely adore his channel. He's taught me most of what I've known about gardening, so definitely check out his channel. And he mentioned this. This tomato is called Lulu's Best Ever Beefsteak Tomato. It can grow up to 1 kg per fruit. One tomato, 1 kg. So I'm really excited about this. Definitely check out the Wales Seed Hub if you get a chance, because the seeds were so affordable and even the shipping was like super cheap as well. They have some really lovely varieties for if you're growing in a cooler, maybe shorter season. So definitely check out the Wales Seed Hub for some lovely varieties as well. So guys, that is the end of my seed haul. I hope you found at least 1 or 2 things you feel inspired to grow. Remember, you don't even need that much space. I literally started with planters about this big, and I was growing aubergines and lettuces. You could grow on a patio, on a window ledge. Certainly things like that tiny bok choy would be wonderful if you only literally have a kitchen window ledge. Hopefully you saw something in this haul that has inspired you to have a go at growing. Definitely check out the seed shops that I mentioned, and I'll see you in the next one.